In the last 3 years, the way medicine treats obesity changed more than it had in the previous 50. You've seen the headlines, the before and afters, the celebrities. Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro. These drugs are everywhere. But most people couldn't tell you what they actually do, how the big ones differ, or the catch that nobody puts in the ad. So let's fix that. This is the honest breakdown of GLP-1 medications. What they are, the 3 you need to know, and what the science actually says. Let's get into it. Start with the name. GLP-1 stands for glucagon-like peptide 1. It's not a foreign drug. It's a hormone your own gut already makes, released after you eat, and its job is to manage what happens to that food. It does 3 main things. First, it slows how fast your stomach empties, so you feel full longer. Second, it sends a satiety signal to your brain, turning down hunger and the food noise that drives overeating. And third, it helps your pancreas release insulin to manage blood sugar. The drugs everyone's talking about are engineered versions of this hormone, modified to last for days instead of minutes. So they're not speeding up your metabolism or melting fat directly. They're changing your appetite and your relationship with food at the level of biology. That's the whole mechanism, and it's why they work. The first one to go mainstream was Semaglutide, sold as Ozempic for diabetes and Wegovy for weight loss. Same molecule, different label. In the landmark STEP trials, people on Semaglutide lost about 15% of their body weight over 68 weeks. For a once-weekly injection with no surgery, that was a genuine breakthrough, the kind of result we'd only ever seen from bariatric surgery before. Semaglutide is a pure GLP-1 agonist. It hits that one receptor we just described. And for years, it was the best we had. Then came Tirzepatide, sold as Mounjaro and Zepbound. This one is cleverer. Instead of hitting just the GLP-1 receptor, it hits 2, GLP-1, and a second one called GP, another gut hormone involved in how your body handles food and fat. 2 targets, bigger effect. And we don't have to guess how it compares, because they ran them head-to-head. In a trial called Surmount 5, published in the New England Journal of Medicine in 2025, Tirzepatide produced about 20% body weight loss, versus about 14% for Semaglutide. And 1 in 3 people on Tirzepatide lost at least a quarter of their entire body weight. Tirzepatide didn't just edge it out. It won clearly. As of 2026, it's the most effective weight loss medication you can actually get a prescription for. But it may not hold that crown for long. The next one in the pipeline is Retatrutide, and it goes one further. It's a triple agonist, GLP-1, GP, and a third receptor called glucagon, which also nudges up energy expenditure. In phase 2 trials, Retatrutide produced around 24% weight loss, numbers that start to approach what surgery delivers. It's still in late-stage trials as of 2026, not yet approved. So this is one to watch rather than ask for. But the trajectory is clear. Each generation is hitting more targets and getting more powerful. Now the part the ads leave out. These drugs are powerful, but they're not magic, and they come with real trade-offs. First, muscle. When you lose weight rapidly, a meaningful chunk of what you lose can be muscle, not just fat, sometimes a quarter to a third of it. Muscle is the most metabolically valuable tissue you have. So if you take these without eating enough protein and doing resistance training, you can end up smaller but weaker with a slower metabolism. Second, side effects. Nausea, constipation, and other gut issues are common, especially early, because the whole mechanism is slowing your digestion. More serious problems, like gallbladder issues, are less common but real. Third, the rebound. These drugs work by changing your appetite while you take them. In the trials, when people stopped, most regained a large share of the weight, because the underlying biology came back. That reframes the whole thing. For most people, this is an ongoing treatment, not a one-time fix. And fourth, cost. Without insurance, these run over $1,000 a month in the United States. So who are these actually for? The honest answer, people with real obesity or metabolic disease, working with a doctor who treat the medication as one tool inside a plan, not the whole plan. The people who get the best, most durable results pair the drug with high protein, resistance training to protect muscle, and habits they can keep. The medication makes those changes possible by quieting the hunger. It doesn't replace them. And these are prescription drugs for a reason. They need medical supervision, dose adjustment, and monitoring. So here's the honest verdict on GLP-1s. They are the most significant advance in treating obesity in a generation, and the science behind them is real and strong. Semaglutide proved it. Tirzepatide raised the bar. Retatrutide may raise it again. But they work by changing your appetite, not by doing the work for you. And the results last as long as the combination of the drug and the habits does. If you want the honest breakdown of the other big peptide names, the healing compounds, the longevity research, those videos are on the channel. Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. I'll see you then.